for an answer. I'm not sure where I want things to go. Feel this energy, I can't avoid it.
It's in my head now. Chelsea.
Jess, did you always want to be a DJ/producer?
No, I wanted to be a forensic scientist, so like CSI. So I've actually that's what I studied in college. So yeah, that's a cool thing. And I went on to be, what did I do after? I was security, like border force at Heathrow Airport. So you know the ones that would pat you down and search your bag. That's what I did. And then I kind of fell into music. My girlfriend took me to a rave and I was so into drum and bass and dubstep, and she literally dragged me into a house tent, and I was like, I remember looking around thinking like, what is this awful music? And then I don't know what happened. I think I met a DJ, Sam DeMine from Defected, became a tour manager, and then I think naturally I just wanted to DJ as well. I think when you're around it loads, you just want to just get into it.
Do it.
Can you mix?
Can I mix?
DJ or just into vocals?
No, my mum can.
Wow.
That's more impressive.
That is
big up Sarah B.
That's very impressive.
She's available for parties for anyone that needs.
But no, I didn't want to do music when I was younger. I always liked music, so I think maybe it would have happened. But yeah, I often think, how did this happen? Did you always want to be in songwriting?
No.
How did you know you was good at that?
Well, I wanted to be an actress.
I can see you doing
I did theatre, musical theatre, and I wanted to do like TV and film. I applied for drama school, didn't get in. Rude.
Also, what else did you not get through on? X Factor, guys. Simon Cowell.
And The Voice.
And The Voice as well.
Look at me now.
Exactly, look at you now, huh?
No, yeah, didn't get through on that. Oh, here come the drinks.
Well, how far did you get? Talk me through the process of that.
Oh, God.
Is it true that you go to not even real people?
Yeah, so...
How many rounds?
Sometimes people get asked to go, so I know people that were asked to audition, they literally got straight through to like live rounds.
Wow.
But then,
it's all fixed.
For some reason, I went and spent 12 hours at the Emirates Stadium. Finn, you'll love this. Emirates Stadium queuing up since 8 a.m.
No.
Had some guy which we named Aladdin, because all he sang was A Whole New World. And Dappy's No Regrets stuff.
No, he didn't sing Dappy.
And he did, he was just there like,
No regrets.
when I look in the mirror, I don't even recognize myself. And then he'd just be like, I could show you the world. And we were like, oh my God. My mum, poor woman, came along with me and my mate, and she just went, I want to die.
What did you sing?
This is the worst. What did I sing? I did an acoustic, like a sort of a cappella version of No Diggity. Because I saw on Pitch Perfect and I was like, yes.
Good film.
So I was
Very
like,
good
I
film.
like the way you work it, no
wow,
diggity.
I'm so shocked you didn't get through it.
I got through to like, they gave you golden tickets. So you go into these tiny booths. There's like some random runner that sat there and they have clickers. So it's like every couple of people they let through, like randomly. Like they just give you a golden ticket and they go, you've got to come back.
What, like another day?
Like 2 weeks later, you come back
Through
to
that whole
Emirates
process.
Stadium again. I know the grounds well, I've seen it all.
So you didn't get in front of any judges?
Well, I got
That's
to
so annoying.
the stage before that, so I got to...
How many stages is there before that?
So there was like 3 or 4.
That is
So
so
I
long.
got to psycho produce it, like label heads.
Yeah.
And they just look, you sing, they look at you and they go, yeah, you're not that individual, like there's nothing really unique about you.
Oh my God, it's awful.
You're not that talented. And you go, I'm sick. At 16 and I had to go and like let a 14-year-old after me, I was like, have fun.
Oh my God,
See you later.
No,
The amount of people singing Etta James as well was
brutal.
Unreal. You could just
I've
hear
never
it.
done anything like that. I couldn't put myself through it.
No, it was good character building. It was quite funny. The voice
You told your shit.
The voice was hilarious as well.
building.
You all sit in a group in The Voice in a room and like there's 2 people watching and this guy's like, I'm Jessie J's vocal coach. I'm like, good for you.
Wow.
And then they look at you and they go, no.
It's crushing.
But you have to sing in front of everybody and
One of my
everyone's
friends
there
got
like,
through
and if
on the
there's
show.
shit, then you just have to listen to it. What's that about? And they're going like, and you're going, oh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, and you're just going.
I don't know what's worse. One of my friends got through was that sung on the TV show, and no one turned for her, and she was incredible. But that's worse. Imagine having to just stand there on a stage, and just there. You're just live on TV as a crowd, and nothing's happening.
Oh.
That
And then
is torture.
you've got to just go.
Then literally you just turn around and go, oh, see you later. Not today.
We took a massive tangent on that.
Okay, what's your favourite record you worked on? Temptation, you don't have to say, obviously, because I'm right here.
Temptation, which is out now, and you can find it on every major dance playlist.
Everywhere.
That was quite fun to work on.
There we go. Aside from Temptation.
God, what was it? I would actually probably say one of the Friction songs that I did.
Drum and bass, right?
Drum and bass, but that's because we were in the countryside in Devon, and it was just like getting fucked up. I'm writing tunes.
That sounds like fun.
Up until like 5 a.m, just being like.
Talk me through a writing camp. What goes on? Because I've never actually been on one like that, a long one.
So when you go for a specific artist and it's just like a group of you, it's actually quite nice because you just focus on that. But when you go to ones which are kind of like they have so many different rooms and people doing it for like one artist, it can be a bit chaotic. And sometimes I find they're good, or sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Like it's
it hard? Like you're just literally churning out song after song.
I mean, for me, it's kind of normal.
Yeah.
I love camps. I'm way more productive, especially if you put me somewhere else. So I went on one recently where we went up to Ipswich, and it was mental. You got drunk a lot. It was just party, but we did 15 songs in 2 days.
Wow.
But that's because you're there from like 11 a.m. till 3 a.m. in the morning. You're just churning them out.
I get like a wall, like yeah.
See, it's inspiring because you're somewhere else. So
and
I find
I
I'm
guess
like
you're around a lot of other
people,
individuals as
different
well.
people coming in the room.
Yeah.
So then it was like a new energy each time, and you're kind of like, oh. But if you all get along and you all know if you're just making it for fun,
yeah,
and there's no limits to it, I find that's like a lot easier. Like,
how long have you been songwriting for?
I started when I was 12.
Wow, how old are you now?
24.
So yeah, what, 12 years?
Really shit songs, really
I would love
bad.
to hear some
like
of those.
I'll tell you one that I did write, and it was called Old Texas.
Wow.
I've never been to Texas in my life, but I wrote a.
Do you remember some lyrics? Do you ever might?
It literally. The chorus was just like, Old Texas, Old Texas.
Wow.
I'm like, what was I thinking? I thought it was Dolly Parton for a second. I was just away with it.
I can see the
and I just
association.
wrote songs like for my mates that have been like crushing on a guy hard or been dumped, and it was there like, you'll get over it, girl. Wow. And I thought the songs I was writing would be #1. Maybe on Disney Channel,
I
but
feel like
nowhere
we've
else.
brought them out now for like the follow-up to Temptation.
Yeah, I mean, I had one called
Old
like
Texas could be.
Houston, we've got a problem.
What is it with you and countries? You've been to America much?
Once.
One time.
Once or
Back
twice.
out.
Didn't go to Houston, didn't go to Texas, didn't go anywhere. So just write from experience, guys.
At 12.
Where and when was your first DJ gig, and how was it?
My first DJ gig ever was at Ministry of Sound. Straight in the deep end.
Straight in.
Yeah, I didn't even get to play a bar or anything. I went to college, like a music college called Sub Bass, similar to like Point Blank.
Yeah.
Did a 3-month course, learned how to mix, and then you have to submit a mix at the end to see if it's like good enough for a club, and if they think it's good enough, they put you straight in Ministry. So yeah, I remember mixing in like a studio is so different to like when you go in front of a club speaker, because I remember that I put my first mix in and the speakers literally blew me back, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this, because the sound is so different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll remember it forever. It was when all my friends came, and like I remember one of my friends is literally standing, like this boy standing on one of the big speakers, like whipping his top off. Like I was just like, this is great. This is my friends. Like yeah, the nerves were settled when I saw this wild shit going on the dance floor.
Enough.
Good though, Ministry, best club ever.
We've both been thrown in the deep end, like performing a site.
Right in camps, go.
Off you go. Park life, go. Never done a live show. Off
Do you do PAs? Do you do like?
That was my first one. Was Park Life.
Bet that was amazing. What was it? Drum bass.
Yeah.
I think I saw it online.
I shit myself, honestly.
Is it scary?
You come out to that many
I know how
people,
you
and
do
it's
it.
your first one ever, and like first time wearing like any in-ears or like
Yeah.
doing
so
anything.
What is that? Is that playing the track?
Yeah, plays the track so you can hear it. But I was the most awkward person I think I've ever been in my life. Like, I went and stood still, and my leg was literally just there, like. And I thought, keep walking. So all you see me doing is pacing backwards and thought, get my steps in for the day.
I think I saw a video of you standing on the side, like, trying to just prep yourself for that moment.
Disgusting. Everyone's going, you're going to be great. I'm like, don't, really don't.
Give me a most embarrassing moment that's happened to you.
In life?
In a music environment, because I have one that is absolutely awful.
Dua Lipa's Ali Pali gig. I was a few drinks deep. Classic. And there was this guy standing by himself, and went and over to him and was like, if you stand over here, people are going to think you're weird. And we started having a conversation, and he had like an accent, like American or Canadian, because he was Canadian, and I was like, where are you from there? And he introduced himself and he's like, I'm Sean. And I went, nice to meet you, Poppy. Didn't clock it was Shawn Mendes at all, just kept going. And then I was like, what are you over for? And he was like, oh, you know, just like bits and pieces. He was like, I was on Sounds Like Friday Night. You know, that Top of the Pops thing that they did. And I was like, who was playing?
Oh, you're just literally there, like, just digging.
Obviously him. And I just kept going, kept like rinsing this man, this poor man, like just kind of giving him too much banter. And then he was like, I'm not going to forget this moment. I was like, please do. Went over to my manager and a load of other managers from TAF, and I was like, is it just me? Or is that like, his name's Sean, he looks like Shawn Mendes. And they were like, it is Shawn Mendes. I was like, oh, sick. And they went, what did you say? I went, nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Honestly, don't even worry about it.
What are you here for, Sean?
What are you here for, Sean? What do you do? Oh, music. Good for you.
Mine was when I was a tour manager. There was a main stage festival tent, like 10,000 people, and I was like doing backstage bits, and I ran onto the stage to like do something behind the decks were, and I don't know what happened.
You tripped.
I tripped and wrapped my leg around the wires of all the big LED screens, and I'm not joking, I literally shit you not, everything just went black, and I remember waking up on the floor and I was like, get off. And
just
then
lying on the stage.
Somebody on Twitter tweeted me, who saw Jess Bays fall over on stage. Awful!
Oh no.
So bad. I had to unwrap myself from, it was just absolutely, that's worse than Shawn Mendes.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm not embarrassed about the Shawn Mendes thing.
I'm
like,
I would honestly own that moment.
I'm not embarrassed about falling asleep at after parties in the music industry. I'll do it.
I've got many stories like that are not for camera.
Yeah.
That's for the X-rated one.
X-rated stories. Is it bad to grab my espresso martini?
No, you go get it. You do what you
Finn!
want, girl.
Bring me my drink!